Hi, I'm Terry Mounsey. I'm chairman of the Hampsthwaite Action Group, and I'm here today standing in front of a lovely field with a public footpath going through it that's up this afternoon for debate as to whether houses should be built on it. The planning officers have said we should build on it, and yet this land is subject to the local plan. The local plan is out for consultation even as we speak, so people in the village are very confused that they're being asked to be consulted about whether this site should be included in the local plan for future development. But whoa, the builders have actually put in a planning application, so they're also being asked to oppose or agree to a building application. And this is the problem we have in Hampsthwaite. There are so many sites and the local plan that people are totally confused, and the democratic process is failing. People are being disenfranchised because they have no idea what is going on. So how can that be fair? Do we need any more houses in Hampsthwaite? Certainly not. We certainly don't want the kind of houses that are being proposed here, which are 4 and 5 bedroom executive townhouses costing between £500,000 and £700,000. What we could do with are some nice little starter homes, some little flats, maisonettes and things, so that all our young people can actually live in the village and work in Harrogate. But no, it's all going to be executive houses, and there's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. There are already 5,000 in the pipeline, I understand, that have been given planning permission and have not even been built or started to be built. So developers are just land banking acres and acres of beautiful countryside, so one day they will build their houses and make a lot of money. Is that really what we need? No, we don't. We want some small houses around for our local people to live in, instead of the young people all travel from Leeds and Bradford every day up the A61 to work in the service industry in Harrogate, and on the way they're passing all the executive cars driving into Leeds from Harrogate to work in banking and finance. The whole economic strategy of Harrogate Borough Council is upside down. It's just never going to work. There's never going to be executive type jobs in Harrogate district. There might be the odd one or two, but not many. It's going to be all service industry, tourism and so on. So we want to attract young people, great, but not into executive houses. So Hampsthwaite is a lovely village. It's a desirable village, but it is still a village with a great community where we have film nights and bridge clubs and book clubs and all kinds of lovely community events. There's about 400 houses currently in Hampsthwaite, and there's proposals to build nearly another 400. So that would double the size of the village. It wouldn't be a village, it would be a dormitory town for Harrogate. So all the community would be gone. The school is already full, that would just be swamped. There is no room to build anymore, so all the children would have to travel into Harrogate. The infrastructure, the sewage and the water, very, very poor. The bottom half of the village floods, raw sewage comes up into people's garden. The drains just can't take it, so adding another 300 odd houses isn't going to help that problem. The traffic is mad. There's no parking really in Hampsthwaite. It's just gridlocked around the village green in the mornings and afternoon, traffic speeding up and down. So we wanted to stay as a village, but this kind of development certainly wouldn't allow for that. Now, what can people do? Well, we've got lots of really good volunteers working on various things and challenging everything that the developers and Harrogate Council come up with. We challenge their traffic reports, which we've proved to be wrong. We've challenged their flood reports, which we've proved to be wrong. So the consultants are really just saying what they want to be saying. They're not actually speaking the truth and talking to local people to find out about it. We are getting very bored with politicians who just totally ignore us. Whatever we say, however many people say they don't want it, the politicians put their hands up and vote it through. So with elections coming up in May, we are now considering, all the action groups around the Harrogate district, putting up our own candidates. If no one will stand up for the people, then we'll do it ourselves. We'll put up our own candidates and see who comes out best. So if you want to help, join the action groups wherever you live. Consider standing for the council, but at least support us. We all have Facebook pages, we all have websites. If you can follow there and show your support for this ridiculous scheme to build so many houses around Harrogate and destroy the very culture and ethos of the Dales villages, then follow us on Facebook, offer your help. go to the webpage, write to the papers, do everything you can before it's too late, because if the houses get built, there's no going back.